In the words of my homie, he gonna say, he said, don't mind the kids, you gotta give him a pass. This kid can't get a pass. He got a pass.
Yeah, remember we did this last time we came.
Mm-hmm. When Danny fought Benavides. Oh.
Boots, you better be prepared. You better be prepared as far as your IQ and your fundamentals, because they make great game plans for people, and he's gonna.
I always make the adjustments. I win. A winner wins. I always find a way. Simple as that.
Do you think you can stop this man?
I know that if I do the right things, I will stop
Absolutely
him.
not.
I know if I do the right things, I will stop him.
Absolutely
Everybody
not.
will go down.
Absolutely not.
Everybody will go down.
Inching even closer to June 27th when we see an epic showdown between two extremely determined boxers who have been constantly shouting warning shots at one another in the lead up to their fight. Zayas, the Puerto Rican unified super welterweight world champion, isn't crumbling under the pressure of taking on the bogeyman, Jaron Boots Ennis. Despite the boxing world not willing to give Zayas any chance of winning this fight, he has shown sheer determination and confidence throughout fight promotions. Jaron Ennis has desperately tried to get into Zayas' head, but the Puerto Rican champion is mentally strong, and judging by his body language and leaked training footage, he's capable of causing an upset on fight night.
And there's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I got the speed, I got the power, I got the technique, I got the length, I got the strength, I got the IQ. There's a lot of things I can take into consideration when it comes to breaking down his style.
But he also mentions that you get hit a lot.
The same way he does.
What do you do to avoid that?
The same way he does. Try to move my head the same way he tried to move his head. And
Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel.
You took this fight and showed your confidence.
Yeah.
Why do you think he put a 55-45 to try to double your confidence?
Because that was the first thing or negotiation they had with Virgil. 55-45 to the winner. But again, me bringing in 2 belts and giving him the opportunity for 2 belts when I didn't need to, I feel like a 50-50 was being generous to him because I could have asked for more.
Now, many consider Xander Zayas to be far too young to take on someone like Boots, who has earned a reputation for dominating his opponents in the ring. And while Boots is more talented and experienced, let's not forget that this will only be his second fight at super welterweight.
What's your weight? What's your weight class?
154.
150. You 154?
154. That's what I fight at. How about your weight right now, though?
I was about to say. You don't look 154.
No, I fight 154, but obviously I have a nutritionist team that work with me and stuff. And they get me ready for fight night.
Yeah.
So I just got to weigh 154, the 26, and then the 27.
26, 27?
27 is fight
Is
night.
it a big fight?
Biggest fight of my career.
Many in the boxing world are hesitant to give Xander Zayas any chance at winning this fight. They see a young fighter who had an easy path to becoming unified champion and believe that Boots Ennis will be the one to put an end to the young boxer's dream of becoming undisputed. At only 23, it's natural for the outside world to dismiss Zayas as the underdog going into this fight. But if you've watched the press conferences, interviews, and reviewed the training footage from both camps, it's clear that both fighters are incredibly confident and look massive. Xander Zayas is physically bigger than Boots going into this matchup. He also has more experience fighting at super welterweight, and while Boots has overall more experience being in the sport for longer at 28 years old, Zayas has dominated the narrative so far at press conferences and interviews. We got the best comparison of their size and body language during their initial face-off last month. One man looked like he was about to step into a middleweight war, while the other seemed to be staring down a physical mutant.
Come on with me. Yeah, touch him. That's the closest you can get to them. That's the closest you can get to them. I guarantee that.
See the size of both these guys. Xander, a true 154, nearly a career-long 154. Jaron Ennis in his second fight in the junior middleweight division.
I guarantee you, but I make no mistake. I ain't gonna miss. I ain't gonna miss. Small, man. You're small. You small. You're a baby. And I'm gonna show you.
Both guys very confident going into this fight.
Hey guys, let's try ahead, boys. That way.
Even during the latest face-to-face interview with Chris Mannix, Zayas showed why he's deserving of this fight. While Boots possesses a myriad of skills, Zayas has his own unique set to match. Both fighters expressed absolute confidence in their comprehensive skill sets, asserting they possess the versatility to box, bang inside, or fight from the outside. Boots Ennis previously claimed that Zayas only accepted this fight for the money, and since he's the division's biggest name, he brings the most money to the table, guaranteeing that anyone fighting him secures their largest payday. Xander Zayas completely dismissed the financial incentive, stating it has never been about the money for him. He emphasized that money can be thrown out the window because his sole focus is building a lasting boxing legacy.
Take what he got.
Did it make you wonder at all that, why is this guy?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
What do you think you do better than him?
I think like I said before, I think he's a solid fighter, a good fighter. He champion for a reason, but I think I do everything better. All around the board, I do everything. I can box, I can bang, inside, outside, mid-range, whatever you want to do, I can do, and you're gonna see on fight night.
Xander, what do you think you do better than him?
Man, same thing he mentioned. I got everything. I got all the skills in the world. I listen to my corner. I make the adjustments. I know how to fight. I know how to box. I know how to bang in the inside. I know how to fight in the outside. I know how to take angles. I do everything. I'm as athletic as he is.
You guys have had a few things to say over the last couple of weeks. One of the things that you said, Boots, was basically that Xander's taking this fight because of the money, that you're the big name, you're the big fish at 154, you bring the most money to the table. Do you believe that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm the biggest name at 154 right now, and I feel like everybody in the division, if they sound to fight me, they're gonna make the most money. It's guaranteed. So yeah, that's how I think.
What do you think?
It's never been about the money. Never. I mean, when I fought for the two belts, it was never about the money. When they gave me the Virgil Ortiz fight, it wasn't about the money. Sebastian Fundora wasn't about the money. Boots, it's not about the money. It's about the legacy. I want to be the best. And this is how you make it happen. Forget about the money. You can throw the money out the window if you want. We fight for legacy here.
Do you buy that?
I like it. I hear what he's saying.
There was a moment during the interview where Zayas completely got the better of Boots and dominated the narrative. Zayas asserted that Jaron Ennis has never been made uncomfortable or forced to adjust during his professional career, claiming Ennis's past opponents were tailor-made to make him look good. Zayas vowed to put Ennis 10 steps behind and force him into deep waters where his brain and body will fail to respond. Emphasizing ring IQ over physical strength or toughness, Zayas stated that his ability to make adjustments will ultimately strip Ennis of his confidence and hand him his first real defeat.
Yes, man.
Your trainer did say something at the press conference, though, that was interesting. He said you sat down with him and you explained why you want this fight, why you believe you can beat him. You clearly see something that you believe you can take advantage of. What do you see?
Everything. He's never been uncomfortable. He's always had it his way. He's always had it his way. His whole life. I'm gonna make him uncomfortable.
My whole life. He know me.
Your whole professional career, I should say. Your whole professional career, he's had his own way. He's never been uncomfortable. He's never had to make an adjustment because all these guys were tailor-made for him to look good.
Because I do what I want. I do what I want when I'm in there. And you're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Come fight night.
June 27th.
Come fight night. He's
I'm
gonna be
do what I
uncomfortable.
want. Guaranteed.
He's gonna be uncomfortable, and he's gonna be 10 steps behind me.
How I'm gonna be 10
Simple.
steps behind you? Please let me know.
You will find out.
All right, we're gonna see.
All right.
Because it's nothing that you can do.
Perfect.
I'm saying now.
All right.
All right.
Do you think he can make you uncomfortable?
You can't say. I can't really say. 'Cause I ain't been in the ring, but from the things that I've seen, nah. Like I said, I've been there with a lot of tough guys and things like that, and it's, like I said, it's levels.
But and that's what I'm saying. This doesn't come to who's the toughest. I don't care about who's the toughest. It's about who's the smartest. Boxing is about hitting, not getting hit. It's not about who's the toughest, who got the biggest balls, who can punch harder. It's about who can make the adjustments. And when I make the adjustments and he doesn't have an answer for them, he's going to be uncomfortable.
I got an answer for everything.
Well, it's your time to run out.
It looks like Zayas came prepared for the interview because Boots didn't have the perfect response to clap back. Zayas just dominated the interview, talking about how he's going to put an end to Boots' reign in the ring.
No, you gonna run out of luck. Them belts coming home with me, guaranteed.
I don't run out of luck because I don't believe in luck.
Guarantee you them belts come home with me.
Well,
All right. All right.
that's what you're supposed to believe. That's what I'm saying. That you're supposed to think that.
That's
And
what
I'm
I
glad.
know.
And I'm glad. And
That's
I'm
what I
glad you
know.
think that way.
That's what I know.
I'm glad you think that way.
And like I said, I ain't gonna miss at all. So.
All right. You got a big body too, right? And you big. Yeah, and you a big guy.
Oh, me?
Yeah, that's what you said.
No,
you're
you
a
said
big
that.
guy. That's
No,
what-
I said you're not even that big. That's what I said. Yeah.
Because that means that you're a big guy. Because I think I'm a pretty big guy.
No Diddy, but I don't.
No.
I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he got going on. But
Why you gotta take it?
You know what I'm
Nobody's
saying?
taking it
You know what I'm
there.
saying?
Nobody's taking it there.
I don't know
dude.
what you got going on
Nobody's
there, player,
taking it
but-
there. Nobody's taking it there.
No, but yeah, no,
Nobody's taking
we're
it
gonna
there.
see on June 27th. That's all. That's what I'm here for. And I'm excited. I can't wait. Like,
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
said,
what I asked
Xander,
for.
one of the things you said was that you're not only going to beat him, you're going to rip his heart out. What does that look like?
Man, it's what I'm saying. He's gonna be uncomfortable. He's gonna get to a point where his head, his brain, won't be able to give him the answers he's looking for. His body won't be able to react. And when that time comes, he's in deep waters. He's in trouble now. And then that's when his heart is gonna come with me. He's not gonna be able to handle it.
he must
No,
not know.
won't-
He must
won't-
not know where I'm from.
He won't be able to have answers. It doesn't matter where you're from. I'm not
It
talking
do.
about no, because I'm not
It
talking.
has something. I get what you're saying. I get everything you're saying.
But you don't know where I'm from.
Your upbringing. I don't. I ain't saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not bringing
Yeah.
about where you're from.
Yeah.
I never said that.
You ain't taking nothing. I'm saying no.
All right.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right. And so
I
that
love
way-
his confidence though. I love it. It's like I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
It's just,
I'm loving it.
It's the way it is, and I'm gonna show it come June 27th.
The boxing world is closely studying both fighters ahead of the clash, but many are clearly sleeping on Zayas and what he's capable of, while most analysts and experts have refused to give him a chance against Boots. Some experts like the panel at ProBox TV, for instance, have stressed that Zayas isn't going to make it easy for Boots on June 27th. It's going to be a competitive fight, and while Zayas might not have the experience of fighting a big name like Boots, he's very much capable of causing an upset.
One of the most highly anticipated fights that could be made in the States is happening June the 27th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and that's Xander Zayas defending his 2 titles at 154 against Jaron Boots Ennis. This is a fantastic matchup, and I'm going to say right out the bat, I tip my hat to Xander Zayas for putting his belts on the line and fighting possibly the best guy at 154 right now, a guy that people look at as the boogeyman at 54, and there's a reason for that. Boots is a crazy talent, physically gifted, has been developed throughout his professional career, and is looking to really blow up. And this is a huge opportunity for him. You know, Xander Zayas has 2 titles in one of the deepest weight classes in the world, if not the deepest weight class, 154. So it's a fantastic matchup. It's also an interesting style mesh. You got Boots Ennis, who's got that Philly style. He's hyper aggressive. He fights in the pocket, high contact fighter, good power with both hands, good hand speed, good boxing IQ, good technique, you name it. Boots has got it. But again, like a Philly fighter, he likes high contact. He likes to be in the pocket. He likes to trade. He likes to break you down, walk you down. Problem with fighting a guy like Xander, Xander's a mover. Xander's a mover and a jabber. He's got great endurance. He's got a good arm length. He's very tall and long, and he knows how to use it. He also knows exactly what he's not. He knows he's not going to go out there and blast you out like a Felix Trinidad. He's a boxer, mover, scoring points, and looking to outbox you and use his smarts. He's also got a great gas tank. Kid doesn't get tired, even late in a fight. So it's an interesting style matchup. I know a lot of people are looking at this like, no, Boots is gonna wash him. You'd be surprised. Xander Zayas, with his skill set, I think could get anyone in the division a lot of trouble. But this is why we fight the fights, and we'll see how it all shakes out on June the 27th.
Unfortunately for Zayas and his fans, veteran experts aren't yet ready to give Zayas any chance of winning this fight. While giving the Puerto Rican star his props for fighting the bogeyman, they feel that Boots is simply way more experienced and talented. Coach Kenny Ellis refused to give Zayas a shot and highlighted some major flaws in his game that could result in the fight ending early in favor of Boots. Ellis revealed that Zayas is a great fighter with a powerful jab and great defense, but he makes the major mistake of standing stationary in front of his opponent and taking a beating. He points out that following the same strategy against a fighter like Boots will not end well. Ellis simply stated that Boots is the type of fighter to exploit these flaws and run away with the victory.
Jaron inside 10, maybe 8, maybe inside 5. I like, what's his name?
Xander.
I like him, but I noticed something with him. when he in the offense mode, his head is just sitting there. And you can go back tonight, watch all of his highlights. He don't know how to roll punches. He blocked pretty good. He got angles, but sometimes you gotta roll, and he don't roll. And if a person don't roll, you don't even have to look. All you have to do is go over their shoulder. You're gonna hit it because they don't know how to roll. KO.
Clean zone or a systematic breakdown?
It might be a body shot. Boots a bad man.
Why do you think he gets so much criticism?
It comes with the sport, you know. It comes.
Hall of Fame. Tim Bradley has a lot of respect for Zayas, but he too is on the fence about Zayas fighting Boots this early in his career. Bradley views this fight as an incredibly high-level matchup. He praises Zayas for his extreme maturity, high boxing IQ, and fearless attitude in calling for such a dangerous fight at age 23 while holding 2 belts. However, Bradley believes his team should slow down. He notes that a matchup of this magnitude will force Ennis to sharpen his focus and prove his elite status. Ultimately, Bradley favored the more talented prime phase Ennis to win the fight, but didn't rule out Zayas entirely.
Speaking of big fights, though, Tim, this is the biggest fight, I think, for fight fans. Well, I think it was Virgil Ortiz and Boots, but we're getting Xander Zayas putting his 2 belts on the line at 154 against Boots, who's arguably one of the most talented fighters in the world. Zayas is going in as the underdog, even though he's the champion. Is he going into the fire too quickly? He's still a young kid against a guy like Boots who has so many weapons in his repertoire.
Look, I mean, I'm 50-50 on that. I look, Xander Zayas has never been a normal, how can I say this? He's always been mature for his age. It's like he's already done this before. You know, he signed, was top ranked, and the dude was like a junior in high school.
Right.
You know, he was young as hell. But the way he handles himself outside the ring, he's always handled himself as a professional, and it's like he's been here before. It's like nothing fazed him. so it doesn't surprise me that he's like, I want Boots. He's always said that he wanted to fight Boots. He's always said and told me that he's always wanted to fight Virgil Ortiz. He said he's like, I'll beat, Fedora. He said that too. He was like, I'll beat Fedora. I'll beat him right now, But I feel like from a talent standpoint, and he is talented as well. Xander has a really boxing high IQ. He does. And you can tell not only in the ring, but you can tell outside, even when he does commentary. He's an extremely smart kid, or young man, I should say. But at 23, 2 belts, and you want to face that guy? I'm like, man, what? If I'm managing, or I'm like, man, come on, bro, calm your ass down real quick. You know what I'm saying? I get it. We can maybe beat him, but shit, we unsure. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Former unified welterweight world champion Keith Thurman recently shared his opinion on the fight and gave Boots the upper hand purely because he's watched him training in the gym. Thurman believes that the opportunity of earning unified status at a new weight class would push him to do well in this fight.
Yeah, I like the fact that, Xander Zayas has just, been able to do what he did, and I know he's got a lot of hype right now. I think he should be riding that hype train a little bit longer, and not sure if he's ready for the toughest fight of his career, Boots' opposition in his last fight doesn't prepare him fully, for this fight. But Boots is a former champion, and Boots is young and on the grind and has been waiting to make a big statement. And this is that, there's always windows and opportunities. You know, I remember when Paulie Malignaggi became world champion at 147, and I was like, who did he just fight? And then boom, he was overseas and he was able to get a title, you know? So not only does he get to fight a champion, but he gets to fight a unified champion. You take out one and you walk away with two, you know? It's just it's timing, you know, but we know what they say about Boots. They say he's the boogeyman, right? That's what they want to say. He's the baddest, he's everything, you know. So having the double strap on you in a elevated division coming from 147, that will fuel the hype train a lot more. But, you know, there's heavy hitters, there's some killers, and, you know, we've seen him. You know, I love his work rate. I love his training regimens. I just love his dedication, you know, and that's everything it takes to be a champion. So I lean toward.
Thurman had an interesting opinion on this fight, claiming that this is a great fight on both boxers' resumes, as he believes it to be an exciting fight. However, he has a warning for Xander, stating that he's been watching him fight and believes that he's a bit premature to fight in a major clash like this one.
The same. I'm very big on pedigrees. I'm very big on resumes and things of that nature. And that's the good thing about that fight, that matchup, is they, in theory, they might be the best names on each other's resume. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, you know, so that makes it very exciting, you know, and it makes it very rewarding for the winner. Makes it very rewarding, you know. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun night and an interesting fight, and it's gonna, you know, I mean, he wins, he gets to be him, you know, be the him that they say he is. He gets to be the H, the I, the M, the him, you know. And with a loss, then Xander Zayas hype train is gonna get a lot of coals thrown up into it. They're gonna be, you know, that hype train is gonna be lit, you know. But I was looking at him because I'm in the division now, and you know, I think he's a little premature, you know. I think he's there to get got, but you know, that's why we got these things called opinions. And it's up to the fighters to show us, you know, what they're really capable of. And that's what Fight Night's all about.
The boxing world is a bit reluctant to give Zayas a chance, but have praised his guts for taking this fight. Zayas, meanwhile, is eager to show what he's capable of and is planning on surprising the world come June 27th. But we'd love to hear from you. Do you think this is going to be a fight where Boots proves to the world that there are levels to this game? Can Xander Zayas cause a major upset? Let me know your predictions in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.